It's just criminal to see a business pop up and spread like it has that doesn't lay out the whole truth for people up front.
Payday lending is a form of predatory lending that unfortunately preys on lower income people who need access to emergency credit. So they've got to go to these incredibly expensive payday lenders to get a short-term loan. MACID understands that low-income people need access to affordable short-term loans. So we decided to take on this solution that helps low-income people and working folks get access to affordable credit. So what MACID has done is tried to develop a program that provides access to these loans at some real scale, is convenient to get to, is affordable, and helps people potentially change their financial behavior through participation in this effort.
The Common Sense Financial Initiative has three components. One is a low-cost, affordable loan. The second is financial education. And the third is a savings account that is matched to the loan. If you borrow $100, we'll open a savings account for you in your name and put 50% of the amount you've borrowed into that. You're going to pay back the whole thing, but at the end of the day, when the loan is paid off, you have a savings account.
MACID serves a large rural area filled with small communities. So we had to figure out, how do we design a financial product available to as large a number of people as possible? So we created a network of employers. So basically the Save It Loan product is a benefit through employers to employees.
Well, I think the program itself, just the way it's set up and the confidentiality, because people don't want their employers to know really, you know, when they're having difficulty, and so it's just easy for them to go online, sign up for it, get their loan, and then having it taken out of their paycheck on a regular basis.
As an organization that primarily contracts with the state for services, we're both fiscally responsible and frugal. We're not able to offer great changes in terms of people's pay, so we're always looking for a benefit that we can add that isn't costly to us. We've got almost 50 employees, and a lot of them are the primary wage earner in their family or the only wage earner. And so this fit right with what we thought would be good for the folks that work with us. And they just couldn't believe how easy it was. The fact that they, really were in need, were able to get online and work through the process, get an answer quickly, and then have the payments come out of their paychecks at a real reasonable rate.
Employers are attracted to this program for a number of reasons, but one of the most obvious is that employees that are not financially stressed are better employees. They're more productive, they miss less days of work, there's lower turnover. So this is actually a program that's in the employer's interest.
One case in particular of an employee that took advantage of this, we've been doing it for a while, and so she didn't need a loan right away and so had forgotten about it. And she was talking with another one of our employees at our central office, saying that she didn't know what she was going to do about getting school closed. The other employee told her, reminded her about this option, and she followed up on it and got a loan. And when she found out that it could all be worked out through the credit union, that the loan was so easy to apply for, it was like this huge burden that just lifted from her.
So the short-term results of the Save It Loan product and the Common Sense Financial Initiative have been great. There's a lot of interest within the region and nationally for us to try to expand the pilot so we can learn at a greater scale.
If I hadn't been passionate about this work to begin with, I certainly would be now after talking to the employees who are taking out a loan, talking to the employers who are seeing marked changes in their employees and stress levels. One employee called me to thank me because she'd never had a savings account before in her life. But she was so excited about this. And in fact, after that loan was paid off, she told me she planned on continuing to make debits from her paycheck and put it in her savings account and start that as doing that as a regular part of her routine. That for me, seeing people that excited, that relieved, being able to do something that makes a visible and marked change in their life, to me that's real exciting.
The purpose of the program is to demonstrate an alternative to payday loan product that's offerable at some real scale that works in rural places. We're interested primarily in Appalachia, but our hope is that this demonstration has a lot to teach other rural communities about how we can meet this real demand for affordable short-term loans.
So our employees don't have to reach out to these payday loan places. These are the exact places that we're trying to keep the people that we work with out of. So we certainly don't want our employees feeling the pinch and having to go to one of those places themselves.
There are payday lenders out there, very convenient, very easy for people to access, and the part they're not advertising is what happens after you make that first payday loan and how easy it is to find yourself continually in debt to the payday lender. Whereas this way, not only do you see a plan for paying back a loan, but a plan for savings as well.